Good morning. It is Monday Workout Madness, and we have our full body workouts to do. We got 2 weeks of these, and then two more of the core, and then it's 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. Okay, and then we're done with it. And then I have a new workout move for you. Okay, it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. There are gonna be some grabs of the favorites of these workouts and something else, but I can't tell you until we're done with these. Okay, so you know what to do. I'm gonna be voiceovering the whole workout so I can keep you motivated and keep you in it. Okay, because I'm gonna try it how I did the last one, where I was like yelling at you to get in it. You only have 5 more, that type of thing. And then yeah, so grab your 2 10-minute weights, grab your music, because you know I'm not allowed to play it on here, and your one stretch band. If you need water, grab it. If you need to take a break, you get 1 minute and get back in it, okay? Because there are no breaks here. You get right into each new move. It's just bam, 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 okay? So let's go. You ready? Yes, I know I have a hole, just so you know. I know. I don't care because it's a workout shirt. You shouldn't care. Get your workout on. Except we all know that I said it because I secretly care. Okay, so our first move, you ready? And push up. And there's going to be 2 sets of 10 of these, and then we get straight into our shoulder pulls, okay? Notice how I'm going all the way down with my elbows. I'm not coming to a flat point because I'm trying to get underneath our shoulder blades at the same time as the tops of our shoulders. It's a twofer, y'all. It's a twofer. Get ready. We're about to get right into our pulls. Reposition and pull up. You see that? Flawless. We get right in. So if you're new here, this is how it works. There are no breaks. Your break is the transition to the next move. That's it. But that's why it works. Plus, who wants to sit there and work out so long for forever, This also helps get it done faster, but with the best protocol. I gotta say, I'm a little bit biased. I am. It works, damn it. You're gonna notice it right in these moves already that your arms are already getting tired, and this is why we stick to just 2 10-pound weights. Some people do not have a hard time building muscle, okay? Some people do. And so a bigger weight is required. The best thing to do if you're trying to be bulkier, if you want to gain muscle, the best thing you can do is start low and keep pushing higher, higher, higher. Okay? If you do not want to gain big muscle, just stick to light weights. You really don't have to do big weights. Yes, you do bulk. I don't know if you've noticed people who say you don't get bigger just by lifting heavier. Have you seen them? Yes, they the fuck do, okay? Stop lying. It is okay. And everybody has their look that they want, and there is no wrong look. And that's what we all have to understand. There is no wrong look, okay? Your look is exactly who you are, and you are perfect. Right here, I'm just putting one down. We're going to go overhead and do our triceps. And again, 2 sets of 10. Real easy stuff, and then we're gonna grab the weight again and get into our tricep dips, I guess we'd call them. And right about now, we're gonna get that other weight, get right into tabletop, okay? No swinging. Try not to swing your arms. Nice and controlled, smooth going back, smooth going in. Let's get those triceps. No more flabby bat wings. Yes, yes. Okay, ready? Put those down. We are doing cardio for our arms, so grab your stretch bands. These go over your head first. We're going to pull down and get our lats. You see this? You see this? I don't know what is on my butt right now, but that is okay. Probably string or paint. anyways, 2 sets of 10 of these. Are your arms starting to burn yet? Like, we do not stop, and this is the reason why. You want this burn the whole time, because what we're trying to do is tap into the fat burning mechanism, but we need our fat. We need our fat to help moisten our joints. Okay, it lubes them up and it helps grow the muscle in the first place. It feeds them the right nutrients that it needs. So fat is super important, but we want to melt it and we want to use it correctly. Okay, and this is exactly why we don't take breaks, because it starts to tap into that fat burning for energy. You're welcome. Whew, and right here, like, honestly, I'm dead. My arms are killing, and we have one more freaking round of this. One more round. You got this. Get 10 in there. You see how I'm like breathing in, out? So every time I'm doing something of resistance, I breathe in, because my breath in gives me more power and strength. And then when I'm relaxing, this goes for any move. When I'm relaxing, I breathe out. So when you need the resistance to pull out or push or crunch, you want to breathe in as you're doing that move and then breathe out to relax. Don't forget to flex. Okay, look at your progress. Okay, you're doing great. You gotta have fun. Okay, you gotta have fun. All right, now grab them weights, get back into the table stance position, and I need you to stay slanted. Notice I'm not going super far up, but this is gonna get our back crunching. Okay, our back extensions. That's what these are. And this is part of our treble zone, so we do actually do 5 sets of 10, okay? That's 50 total, all right? You got this, keep going in, and then straight from here, you know my favorite moves, the standing side obliques, baby, yes, and you make sure you have that slant. There is no use if you're just standing straight up and down. That ain't gonna work, Gina. Again, stay nice and controlled with your breath work. When you come up and you're squeezing your back, you're breathing in. That is your momentum. When you come down to relax, you're breathing out. When you're thinking about this, when you get skilled enough and you're used to it, you can add other thoughts to your brain, such as like, okay, strengthen this area of my spine. Strengthen this. You have intelligent cells. Talk to them. They are listening. Talk to them. That's why it's so important, your words and your thoughts. So don't be thinking bad thoughts about yourself. Don't be saying bad thoughts about yourself, because those things come true. So if those can come true, then the good thoughts and the good words can come true too. So take that bit of a mindset shift and speak kindly, always, to yourself and to others. Okay? It's just better for you. These are the side dips. You see how I'm slanted? Keep this slant. You need your hip popping in order to have this slant. If you're just standing straight up and down, you are literally doing nothing. Just try it. Try standing straight up and down. Test this out. Try standing regular straight up and down, and then do your little crunches. You don't feel a thing. You don't feel a thing. Do you understand? So you're going to need that slant. You pop that hip. And those weights are doing nothing but adding resistance. You're not even trying to lift the weights. You notice my dipping isn't very far down. I'm not going to go straining my hip, and I'm not leaning way far up. Everything that's moving is your oblique is moving you down and up and down and up. That's it. But it has to be only that muscle doing it, and this is the best way to engage just that muscle. Now we are rounded, okay? We are not a flat surface. So we are getting our hip into a different position just by pivoting our foot like this. And our arm needs to go in the back, and we're doing the back part of our oblique. Your oblique is not just on its side. It's from the front side, it's from the side, and it's from the back. Okay? And we're getting it all. This is how. You ever hear that saying, just like, trust the process? I need you to just trust my process. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. And again, this is part of the treble zone, so they get 5 sets of 10. You got 50 of all of these. I know. Be prepared, because floor work is also 50. 5 sets of 10. You guys are doing freaking amazing, and I need you to switch sides right now because we got to keep it even, okay? You can't just have one side worked out perfectly and the other side just misshapen, okay? It can't happen. I mean, it can, but we don't want it to, you know? So switch sides. Pop it. Pop that hip. Watch my fingers. We're counting on tens on each finger. That's 10 right now, all right? You guys are doing good. Hang in there. There's not very many workouts left to go. We're halfway through. We're literally halfway through. You guys are doing awesome. There's 20. Keep going. Look at that. You made it to 30. 40. 10 more. 50 and pivot. There you go. You see this? Elongated. Uh-huh. Yes. I like it. I like it. Here comes the thumbs up. That means we're on 10. Keep going. 20. Looking great. Keep breathing. 30. 40. 50. Okay, we have to tabletop it again. This is for our butt crunches, okay? Your butt is doing all the work, the same way our oblique was doing all the work. Your butt needs to push, drag down, and push in, okay? Everything is being moved by your butt muscles. Your knees are slightly bent in order to pull this move off. And notice how my back, I'm just kind of top heavy, and I want you to almost think of a strap that you're standing on with your feet, right? Those stretchy kind. And it's strapping from one foot over across the top of your back and your shoulders, and you're stepping on it with your other foot to create resistance. But the only part of your body moving is your butt. Does that make sense? If you cannot feel the burn, you need to slightly hinge your hips a little bit further out so that you can feel the burn, because you should be feeling a burn through this whole thing. And I'm staying dramatic with my head right here just so I stay in the correct position for my hips to do the work. Okay? Okay, and from here, I want you out like a froggy, and we're going to do our frog squats. Got to get the insides as much as the outsides. Yeah. Get them. Get those legs, okay? We need to build some leg muscles here. We cannot forget them. We do a lot more legs in the core because they're part of our core. You can't have a strong core and strong legs, or without strong legs, and you can't have strong legs without a strong core. They are connected, okay? Everything's connected. But you get what I mean, right? Like if you're going to take a step forward, have you ever looked in the mirror, just like in your birthday suit or in an actual bathing suit, and just like took a step forward and watch what muscles are pulling your leg in order to do that? Yeah, it's your core. Also, you'll notice here I'm doing that same concept as the butt clench move, with my shoulders being very far down, my head being down, and that same concept of like a strap over your back. This way it engages your glutes just as much as your thighs and your inner thighs. That's literally the focus, is the glute, the inner thigh, and a little bit of the outer thigh. Because, it's more of an inner thigh squat, really. We're not totally done with our legs. We do have our little calves to do. Okay, so I'm going to point you down here so you can look at my calves. Plie, please. Okay, these are 5 sets of 10. If that is too many, it is okay to stop. Try to get 30. But we can't not work our calves, okay? We can't not work our calves. They're freaking marvelous. Would you just look at that? Look at it. Marvel at your calf work. Okay, look at. You can't have those without doing the work. Now get something soft, something comfortable. I'm using a blanket. Totally fine. You can use a towel, you can use whatever you got. And we're going straight into fire hydrants. And I want you to stay on this leg. We're going to go straight into donkey kick before we switch legs. 5 sets of 10 of donkey kicks straight into 5 sets of fire hydrants straight into 5 sets of donkey kicks. Here it comes. Watch this transition. Bam. Straight into donkey kick. You see that? That easy. Get ready to switch sides. I'm going to switch sides for you literally so you can still see what I'm working. And again, fire hydrants straight into donkey kicks. Excuse me. And get ready right there. Bam. Straight into donkeys. You guys are doing freaking amazing. I love you. You can't just wish it. You gotta work for it, darling. That's just the way it is. Get ready. From here, we're going to lay on our side. We have our alligators, which are with our feet down, and then our alligators with our feet up, 5 sets of 10 of each. And then stay here on the side before we switch sides. We're going to get our obliques again. These are the laying obliques though, okay? So they are a little different. They target a little different, just barely. And again, watch my fingers. I do put them up when I am counting my tens. See, we're on 20 right now. So keep up the good work. You're doing amazing. You're going to feel burn toward the end of these. You got this. I swear you got this. Get ready. Put those feet up and now lift again. We got to get our saddlebags, okay? We got to get the hip dips, get the saddlebags right here. That's right. And from right here, straight in, and crunch. Okay? You see this? We're lifting our legs up. They're both together. They're both lifting at the same time as I'm crunching where my elbow's going. I know it's kind of hard to see in this position, but I am moving, I swear. And we're going to pivot one leg in, just like that, and keep the elbow like it's going to touch your butt cheek. It can't, but we're going to imagine, and that's how we're going to get the back side of our oblique again. Okay, next side. And again into your alligators. Make sure your knees are bent. Your feet are down first and get going, okay? Because we don't take breaks here. Our break was the transition in. I'm going to repeat it until it's drilled into your brain. You're welcome. And we're on 20. 30. These are a bit fast paced. 40. 50, and lift those feet. Keep going. We don't even need to stop. Just keep going. Just lift the feet. That's 10 down, 40 to go. 20. 30. 40. 50, and straighten those legs. Get them straight and start crunching. Go. That's 10. 20. 30. 40. 50, and pivot. Just one leg. There you go. That's 10. 20. 30. 40, 50. Now, I'm going to remove my socks for this. We have a butt move, and they are... Okay, first I want your feet out, shoulder width apart, and your knees are going to be touching in. So when we lift up, our knees will come out at the same time, okay? It's a twofer move, but it's a good one. Okay, so lift that booty, baby, lift it. And squeeze. It should be doing all the work, up and down, okay? 5 sets of 10. We're on 20. 30. 40. 50. And bring your legs to this position. They're slightly bent knees. Breathe in, tuck in, and then crunch. And I'm going to try and stop. You can't see me counting now, but it is 5 sets of 10. I'm going to try and stop at every 10 just for and hold for a second, and then get back in so you can tell where we're leaving at, but I don't know if you can really tell. That's okay. Just keep breathing. Whenever, again, when we're crunching, you need to breathe in, and then when we're letting out, we need to breathe out. And straight into tap toes, touch your nose. Same thing. I'm going to super exaggerate at the end of 10. I'm going to breathe in like I'm going to fill up my lungs completely. And then I'm going to breathe out. And when I breathe out, I'm going to tighten up all of my abs and then start lifting my legs up, okay? And when we lift our legs up is when we can breathe in again, because our breath in is the power to move, okay? It is 5 sets of 10, and something you're going to notice is your legs are going to start feeling it even more so than your abs, almost like right at your hip. And to help that, so that one leg doesn't get tired more so than the other, is I actually put the weight of my foot onto the other foot, and then I'll switch feet. And then the last one, I try to keep them perfectly even and not balancing on each other, but that does help me get through. Okay, now from here, we're going to get straight into bicycles, but we're doing the same thing. Over exaggerate, crunch in, tighten everything up, and then breathe in when you first lift your first leg. And I'm doing my breath in on my right leg. That's also the leg I'm counting tens on. So that'll be my breath in. The left leg will be my breath out, so that we keep up with our breath work. And you'll be happy to know that this is the last move that we do, and then we're done. Okay, and I'll leave you alone. But yeah, keep going. You got this. Breathe out. Breathe in. Suck it all in and hold them tight. Tighten those abs. And lift everything from your bottom. You notice that my elbows are not coming into my knees. We don't need to do that. But my legs, they are coming down lower than normal scissors. I call them Pilates scissors. I don't really know if that's the correct thing, but that's just what I call them. Because you kind of have to focus more on your leg coming down because it adds more resistance. And then bring it in and pull it in. You're crushing it. You're doing amazing. Hang in there. Finish them out. You got this. This is the last set of 10. You got one more to go. If I can do it, you can do it. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. You got this. Just keep pushing. You guys, you freaking did it. You animal, you. You did it. I'm dead. You see? I'm dead too. Okay. You guys did great. I am so proud of you. I really need you to emphasize on those last moves the way I was explaining them, and hopefully I explained them correctly. But exaggerate that breath intake, for real. It's a huge difference. I promise. Okay, you guys go take a shower because you stink, and I'll talk to you later. You want me to show you this amazing smoothie? It's only 3 ingredients. It's a protein shake. You need 5 to 6 frozen strawberries, 1 scoop of this whey protein shake. The link will be in the description box, and your milk of choice. And you just fill it to where this line says on this little bullet cup blender thingy. And that's it. And enjoy.